Right guys, we're back out. Thanks for joining us on the Dirt Bro Detecting channel. Just want to start off by saying massive thank you to the viewers and the subscribers. We've managed to get the channel over to 1,500 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I never thought we'd get up there. I mean, never thought we'd get to 1,000. It's just unreal. And I absolutely love making the videos, and I love metal detecting, finding these little snippets of history that take you way back and give you a connection to the past. It's such a fantastic hobby. But yeah, today what we're going to do, I've got the DS2, so we'll do a DS2 hunt in the morning and then we'll go Manticore in the afternoon, all right? And what I'm going to do, try and find the softest spot we can find, because all my ground is rock hard. I'm struggling with it a bit. Yeah, we'll get it going, all right? As always, see you on the first. Right then, we've got a nice 55, 54. Nice sound. Wow, we've got something all right here actually. Right, so this was my third hole, I think. Check this out there. We've got a little Roman coin. They were here. Right on the edge of the field I am. I'm just working my way down here. And that little fella pops up. How lovely is that, eh? Nothing on the back yet. Tiny little something on the back, hard to see. Yeah, that's got to be. I'm going for first century with that one. Is that Croesus? That does look like Croesus coin I've had before, with a radiant strong nose. Yeah, cool. I'll try and get an idea on that later. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. Keep working this down here now. Right then, we've got a 58, 59. Oh. That is a bit of lead. Just a little bit of lead. Right then, we got a 48. Nice solid 48. Oh my god, there you are. What is that then? This looks like part of a buckle or something. Yeah, I'll get you a little closer, but this is lovely. A bit of work on this. Right, that was the 42. Now, I thought this was a bit of like a Victorian buckle, but the more I look at this, I'd say it's got a bit of age to it, you know. Could that possibly be a bit of Saxon? Hey, look at it's almost got like crossing pieces there. I don't know what they call it. Bit of silvering on there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just clutching at straw. I mean, I don't know. It's got to be a bit of a buckle in it, I think. But yeah, I quite like that little piece, you know. Yeah, I wonder if that's a bit of Saxon. You never know, do you? Right then, we got a nice one here. We've got a 51. It's got a nice sound to this. Short and sweet. Let's see what this is. Oh god. It's out. I've had loads of these. You know, you got this little cap. It's like a little cap end. What is that? I've had some of these before, but I haven't got a clue what that is. But it's a nice little thing, isn't it? Lovely bit of detail on there. I don't know what it is. I'd say I've had loads of these with that cavity in the back, but I can't remember what they are. Yeah, that's all right. Ground's rock hard here as usual. So I might head out into the field if I can get some soft stuff. All right, onward. Right, I got a nice 85 here. 85, 86. Oh, we got a coin, yay! And he's got some stampings on him. Oh, lovely. Got like a trade coin. I think we found a little habitation spot here, you know, right at the bottom corner of the field. I am. Great, it got really busy. Right, they were doing stuff down here. We've got an X and a 1 on it, stamped into it. I'll get you a close up on this, alright? Alright, there we go. That was the 85. I thought it was just a coin, then you flip it over and it's got some lovely stampings in it, an X1. Perhaps stamping of the farmer, and he paid his guys that way, I don't know. Yeah. Alex. Lovely. Right, I got an 81. Hopefully the ground's not. And it is. Find a way in. Oh, there we go, guys. That was the 81. Look at that lovely thing. Like a little shell. Wow, look at that. Oh, I'll get you closer to that. That's quite a nice little find, isn't it? Right then, so that was the 81. And it looks like a shell, doesn't it? A piece of a shell. Looks like it snapped off at the bottom there, something. I've got no clue what that is. I might have found something like this years ago, actually. But, yeah. Oh, hang on, I think it... No, it's not a lion's foot, is it? No, it's definitely a shell. That's a nice piece. I ain't got a clue what it is, but hey. Right, we've got a really nice 91 here. I like the sound of this. This does not sound like a can. But I bet you this ground is, oh, solid. Have a go, we'll have a go at this. Let's see if we can get it. Alright. Right guys, this is the 91. This is how hard this ground is, look. This is like absolute iron. I don't know if you can see that. Down here we've got, it's just in the bottom of the hole. And it looks like we've got some sort of ring. This could be an annular brooch, you know. I'm being really careful so I don't want to break it. And yeah, so let's try and ease it out. Here we go. Here we go, right. Ah, it's a buckle. It's an old buckle. An old D buckle. Oh. So I wonder what age that would be then. That's probably good. I'd say that's Georgian, wouldn't you? Georgian. Yeah, but that was unbelievably difficult to dig. This ground is just, it's worse than concrete. Yeah, I like that. It's a nice little find. 91 on the DS2. Right then, Manticore turn. We have changed fields. We've come to a Roman spot and I got my first signal, right? We've got a 1921. Have a look at this, see what this is. Alright, first one in the new field is a bit of rubbish. Bit of crap. Right, we got 21. $25. That is a piece of lead. Clutching at straws, but that could be a stylus, part of a stylus, but I don't think it is. No. Yeah, on to the next one. 34. Right, I think we got a little bucket here actually. Have a look. Oh yeah, that's nice. Tiny little, I'm sure that's some sort of buckle. Right, I'll give it cleaned up. Right then, there we go. That's the little buckle we just had at 18 on the Manticore. That's very crudely made, isn't it? Bit of silvering on there, but look at the detail there. That you've got almost like a cross there. Yeah, I like that. You see a bit of corrosion there on where the pin would have sat. I don't know if that is a buckle, you know, but it's a nice little piece. Some lovely detailing in there. That is very old. I'd like to think that's Roman, you know. I found a buckle in the field just over. It was a load of hatching in it, which actually followed a pattern of everything I found on there. And this has got a similar look to it. Yeah, that's nice. I'll put that in the bag. On to the next. Oh, I got a lovely 28. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Got a huge bit of pottery there. Yeah, that's another bit of pottery. Littered with pottery here. Wow, I think we've got something quite nice here. Get you on the close-up. Alright. Alright, there we go. Right, this, I think, is a piece of Rome, is a Roman artefact. Yeah, here we go, look. Look at that, wow. Look at this. Turn it over, look at that. That is a Roman brooch. That is stunning, isn't it? That is absolutely stunning. It's almost like a bird feather. See if we can get a closer shot for you. Yeah, this is like a bird or something. Yeah, I'm going to get this cleaned up. I'll get a better shot for you, okay? That's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, oh, that is a bird, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Wow. Right, okay, let's get this cleaned up then. Right then, there we go. I've given it a bit of a clean. Look at that. That is a Roman bird brooch, isn't it? That's where the pin would have sat in there. Catch plate. And that would have been a decorative, I'm sure that would have been a decorative piece. And do you know what? I've found in the other field just down the road, I found a bird's head. You know, and it's for that, looks like, that's the eye there, but it looks like it's missing a beak or something. Well, that's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. It's got a slight bit of yellow enamelling on the back there, look. You can just see. But what a lovely find that is. God. I knew there's Roman on this field. Well, I've found loads of Roman on this field, but I'm in the middle of the field and I don't really find a lot here, but look at that. It just comes up and bang. Beautiful. Super chuffed for that. Good thing about the Manticore, you can see the stubble's quite high, and I can just breeze along the top of the stubble with the Manticore, turn up the sensitivity, and it doesn't miss much. Yeah, I'm wow chuffed for that. That's a beautiful artefact, isn't it? Yeah, lovely. Right, we got a 33. Got a bit of an iron rumble to it, like they always have with these Manticores. Never really ever give you just a clean signal. There's probably a reason for that. It's probably picking it. Oh, well, look at that. What do we think that is? Huh? What do we think that is there? Can you see it? I think that is possibly a Roman fibula. Should we see if it's going to come out all right? Nice and steady away. Oh, crikey, there we go. There we are, look. It's out of the hole. There we are. Wow. Hey, we're on the fibs. We're back on the fibulas. Little beauty. Look at that. Right, let's get this cleaned up then. Right, there we go, guys. That is a Roman fibula. A little tootler one, little tiny one. Still got the spring in him. Obviously missing the catch plate, and they've probably ended up down here somewhere. And the pin, but yeah, that all counts. It's a Roman fib. Polden Hill, 1st century, I'm going to say with that. Yeah. Lovely. In fact, just behind this hedgerow, on the map, you've got what looks like looks like a Roman villa. We've got like behind here. What I'll do, I'll put it in the picture now so you can see what I'm on about. But it looks like tennis courts, but I'm sure there's a Roman villa in there, but we haven't got permission to be in that field. We've got permission to go all the way around the outside of it. So I'd absolutely love to get in there, but there you go. That is proof the Romans were here. But on the other side of the field, I've probably had about 40 of these and some amazing artefacts. All right, so yeah, we'll keep going in this area. Right, we've got a 14. Also got a lovely bit of pottery right by us. That was a good sign because we just had the bird brooch and there was a bit of pottery on top of that. So I'll have a look at this. It's just starting to absolutely tip it down. In fact, I can see it. Oh my God, you won't believe this. You will not believe this. Right guys, this doesn't happen very often, but I don't know if you can see this here. This doesn't happen very often. I'll just give you a little close up. See there? Now I'm thinking this is a Roman fibula, and I haven't even got to dig it out of the ground. Well, I've just got to prise it out of the ground. So let's have a look here. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. Just lying in the ground. How long's that been there? That is ridiculous, isn't it? Look at the detail on the back of that. That is unreal. How long's that been sat there? That is just unbelievable. Shame he's all bent and broken as they always are. But yeah, can you believe that? That is stunner. Right, let me give him a clean. And we'll have a good look at him, alright? Alright, then there he is, look, cleaned up. Bit of detail on the back of him. Pretty battered. Right, it's lovely, isn't it? Never tire finding these, do you? 2,000-year-old clove fastener. That is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Well, I've just had one there, one here, and I'm just working my way across the field now, so I'll see what else we can get, but that's pretty amazing, isn't it, that? Right, I got a lovely sound in 33. Nice sound. Oh, we got a coin. I don't think it's very old. Is it a 1p? No, half. Let's have a look. I'll get it cleaned up. Let's see what this is. Right, yeah. So you can just see the back of Queen Victoria. I think that's a bun head, so that'll be a halfpenny. Queen Victoria, halfpenny, 1879. That's a nice little find, isn't it? Always like finding those. Yep, that'll do. Put that in the bag. Right then, we've got a nice 22. Nice. What the sound of that? What's this then? Oh my god, this is old. Look at this. This looks like a really old button. Right, there's that really old. This must be a really old button. Let me see that. You see the loop on the back of that? That is got some age to it, I'd say. Right, big time. Just see the little rim round there. Yeah, that's very old. Yeah. So hard to date. I'd probably go early medieval for that. Possibly. Yeah, that's a nice little find. Early button. Right, we got a 40. 51, 40. Nice. There is that it? Bloody hell, what's that? Huge lump of do you know what, that looks like a piece of a bronze bowl, that does. That's nice. Right, let me get you a little closer with that, alright? Right, there we go, look at that, a huge chunk of bronze. Was that a piece of a bowl or what? I don't know, that's a lovely little thing, isn't it? Look at the ridge around there, look. It's nice, that is. It's got to be part of some sort of dish, isn't it? A bronze dish. Or is it part of a bell? No, it's not part of a bell, is it? Yeah. I'd love to know what that was. Nice find, though. Yeah, it's got a slight curvature to it, look, there. So I'd say that's a huge serving bowl, platter thing, or whatever, griddle. Nice. Right guys, that is our lot for today. We've done all right. DS2 had the Crucius, the little shell thing, a couple of other little bits. The Manticore did well today, enjoyed it, top of the stubble, could keep up a bit. The tones stop here, so we had the Roman bird brooch, beautiful, love finding that. And the sunbathing fibula, that's pretty, I think I've had one before that's a sunbather. And then we got the 1st century Poldon Hill, that had a bit of depth to it. But yeah, enjoyed it today on this stubble. I'll be coming back to this field because, yeah, it's a pretty good field. I've had a few bits off here, but I've not hammered this field much. So watch this space, we'll be back. I'll probably bring the DS2 out next time, all right? And again, thank you for the support. 1,500 subscribers, that's amazing. Help the channel grow and keep us metal detecting, finding a bit of history. All right, guys, so thanks. See you on the next one.